guys, Deepak here. In this video, we're going to talk about fishing and footwear. We're going to talk about the different brands of shoes that I've tried fishing from the bank. These are shoes that I can wear in the water, go in wading if I need to. We're going to show some good ones, we're going to show some new ones, and I'm going to show you a brand that I would never spend another dime on. Stay tuned. Good morning. Last weekend in August, we're going to do some fishing, do some wading. I got the hook sneakers on. Let's get them wet. There's the bait ball. We are starting here. The bait ball is what feeds this lake. One, little one. There we go. There's one. That's a good one. Dinker. Drop shot. Boom! As soon as it hits, oh, here comes the school. Here comes the school. I gotta get another bait on. And they're gone. As quickly as they come, they go. Look at that. They're all hitting it. That's where the bait ball is. And they are eating it up. So the bait ball just moved away from here. I'm not getting any follows. I'm going to try to shift further around the lake. Maybe I can get closer to the bait ball. Maybe the bait ball will move to me. The wind is kind of blowing this way, so I assume that the bait ball will kind of stay at this end. But let's see if I can track it down and get some more. You know, you have like a window of like a minute or less. As the ball moves by, I would see like a squadron of like 15 to 20 bass, some of them decent size. They would show up, I'd turn around, pick something up, boom, they're gone. Much better one. I got a good one. Missile baits. Bam! Look at that. Good size fish. Stay down. Look at that one. Yeah! A little bit of a deformed face there. Look at his face. Look at this mouth on it. Right, let's release him. We got 2 here in this spot. We're gonna move to another spot. See if we can get a couple more. Just lost a 4-pounder. I just lost a 4-pounder on the drop shot. Trying to get him in, dragging him in. He got his tail on the edge and pushed himself up. Shook the hook, swam away. Could have used that fish, man. Whew, that was a good one. That was really my fault. I should have played him a little more and we tired him out before I tried to swing him on shore. I love boat flipping fish, but that one was too big to boat flip. I do a lot of fishing from the bank. Not all of it, but a lot of fishing from the bank. Because I fish from the bank a lot and I wade in water a lot, I'm looking for water shoes. I'm not the kind of guy that, like Odd Defo, that can go out fishing with their feet. I'm terrified of hooks in my feet. I also don't want to step on glass, thorns, things like that. I want foot protection. Specifically, I want closed-toe foot protection. So over the years, I have gone through different brands of footwear that I can use bank fishing. And I'm going to share that with you today. So I need something that I can dry quickly and that I can walk some distance in. So here's the brands. All right, so we got Keens, Merrells, Hook, and Bass. This isn't the BASS that, the tournament fishing. It just happens to be named Bass. First up, I tried the Keens. And I'm going to tell you right now, the Keens are garbage. Absolute garbage. And I will never spend another dime on a Keen product. This is why. I got these pair of Keen. Real comfortable, good toe protection, fairly easy to get on and off. I was using them every time I went fishing for about 3 months. And I went and I noticed that the stitching had come out of the back end. You can still wear them, but they're not as comfortable, and at any moment this fabric will tear. 3 months it lasted. I happened to be going by an Army-Navy store that was going out of business, and they had shoes that were on clearance, and they had another pair of Keens. It's basically the same shoe, but different color. So, it was like 50% off. Decided maybe this was a fluke, and I'll get another pair of Keens. Well, they lasted 1 month. 1 month before the stitching came out, just like the other ones, on both sides. 1 month. So I reached out to Keen. I sent them a letter with photos saying, hey, look, I've bought 2 pairs of your product and the stitching didn't last more than 3 months. What can you do? And they told me basically, go screw. They told me I had to take it up with a retailer that sold me the shoe, and then would not respond any further. So that terrible customer service and the quality of the product being poor, I will never purchase another Keen product in my life. They can go themselves. So I had to go replace them, and I went to Merrell. There was a Merrell outlet in Jackson, New Jersey, and I picked up these shoes. Basically the same design, except they have a Velcro back, closed toe, and you can tighten them up here. These shoes were fine. I used them for 1.5 years, and I can still wear them to this day. There's a little bit of wear on the edges here, but the soles are still good, the inside's still good, can still keep it nice and tight. So I haven't gotten rid of them after about 3 years. But I don't really fish them anymore. You're starting to see some of the rubber coming off the toes. Just regular wear and tear. So they don't last super long, but for $65, they were perfectly adequate. The issue was that they weren't entirely comfortable after I walked in the water. So my feet would be wet, and then I'm walking around the bank, or if I'm walking from where I'm fishing back to the parking lot where I parked my car, my feet were uncomfortable. There's a lot of squeaking, rubbing, and I would get blisters on the sides of my feet right here. So I figured I needed to find something different. So I got the Bass Company water sandals. These shoes have the Velcro just like the Merrells, the tie just like the Merrells, but they have quick dry holes that go through the bottom of the shoe, and the water drains out here, and you have airflow going up. So it's great for draining out the water, and it's super comfortable when it's super hot out. You don't get that clammy slime slug feet. These are really comfortable except for when they're wet. So I can wade in the water with them and be perfectly fine, but as soon as I come out of the water and I'm walking around, again, they're very uncomfortable. They're rubbing and squeaking, and I'm getting blisters. I have to go back into the water to cool my feet down because of how uncomfortable they are on the edges of my feet. Maybe it's just the way my feet are shaped, but I love these when they're not wet. When they do get wet, I don't love them so much. Super comfortable, great in the heat, no slug feet. I've been eyeing these Hook shoes. They were on sale online. I picked them up. The fit was perfect. Exactly the fit I needed. The difference between these shoes and the others are open sandals. These are closed, which means as I'm standing in the water, all that sediment is going up and into the shoe. So when I'm done bank fishing, I have sand all in this. And after a while, it does get irritating. These shoes have also drainage holes along the side. And there's holes that go in through the sole and out the side. So it drains water very well. It just doesn't drain the sediment. Now when they're wet and I'm walking, they're much more comfortable than the other pairs of shoes. I can walk much farther distances. The sand, after a while, and the gravel gets a little annoying. But you can take out the insoles and get a lot of that sand out. They don't dry as fast as all the other pairs of shoes here. I have to keep them in the sun. Another thing about these shoes is even if I'm not fishing and I'm not in the water, using them during the day, they stink. They stink. Your feet smell in these shoes. But they're super comfortable, wet and dry. They look good. So of all the pairs of shoes that we have here, which ones do I like the best? Well, from bank fishing, I have to go with the Hook. Much more comfortable, protection of the feet, good traction, good ankle support. I'm going to go with Hook as the best wading shoe, bank fishing shoe that I've tried so far. Now for a boat, on the boat all day, I'm going to go with the Bass. Just the airflow in them, get those feet cool. These are also really comfortable after hiking. Mainland or doing a hike, I bring these along, slip them on my feet, cools them off, very comfortable when it's dry. So these are the best two. Merrells were okay, they lasted, but they weren't perfect. And the Keens are total garbage. Don't buy Keen products. Okay, so we caught some fish today. We got 4. I lost that beautiful one right at the bank. That's really unfortunate. But next week, I'm going on a big week-long trip. We're going to catch lots of fish. I'm not going to release the location just yet, but stay tuned. Don't forget to give me a like on this video. Subscribe if you haven't. Eagle Scout.
Let's get down to business. Give you one more night to get this. We've had a million nights just like this. So let's get down, let's get down to business. Mama, please don't worry about me. I'm about to let my heart speak. Friends keep telling me to leave this. So let's get down to business. Let's get down to business.
There they are. Holy, they're all right there. Of course, the fucking battery dies. The fucking damn fucking battery. Brand new battery. They're fucking all right there. They've moved on, I'm sure. Holy shit. I turn around, there's 10 bass sitting there.